Higurashi when they cry. Yes, that's right. Another visual novel game. Although the only visual novel game I played was Pie One Love Story. I didn't finish it, but I feel good. I feel good about this one. I've already watched the anime Higurashi when they cry, the first bit. It's a cool show. I liked it. I think they did a new one as well. I think they did a remake or something like that. Anyway, I only watched the first part, like, because there's different timelines and stuff like that. I watched the first timeline and a little bit of the second one, so I know a little bit of how like it starts off and stuff like that. But there's probably a few things I don't know because this is the visual novel version. Some will be different to manga. Welcome to the world of Higurashi One Cry. On a Kishi arc, will be the opening inviting you into this world. Don't play tough. Please just enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. Difficulty is extremely high, but I hope you enjoy the reward. I mean, I didn't know this game was difficulty based. I thought it was just like a linear story. Like, is it hard as in like for content, or is that actually like gameplay? Please do not eliminate. I will forgive you even if the world will not forgive you. Please do not eliminate. I will forgive you even if the world will not forgive. Even if you will not forgive. Yeah, okay. We're gonna be making a lot of reading errors. I'm L reader, unfortunately. That way. If I was going to be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice, and those tears making a mess of my face. That mechanical, repetitious sound finally stilled and everything fell silent. Only the cry of cicadas remained a numbing cloud, and yet I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She is no longer speaking. The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated these words over and over, she never expressed any emotion because there was none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. And why? This pain, my eyes getting moist. Why was this happening? I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, and a voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough, and countless times I'd wavered over whether I should just throw the bastard thing away. Except, I've stubbornly refused to do that, haven't I? I'd feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that, I choose to believe in that. Only I can understand my painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey me, I've tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, is it alright to just take the easy way out? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind, with her, like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up, and with every swing, forget a little more. That's so cold. That kindness makes me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I like petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. Because when I slam this down, I forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. Bouquet for you. I don't know how you pronounce that. Did I ruin the moment? My bad. Perhaps I really did. Love you. Higurashi will make cry. Wow, what an opening. What an OP. Is it bad if I just like? I mean, how many people are really watching this who haven't actually watched Higurashi will make cry? I'm just gonna spoil it anyway because. So basically, if you haven't watched the anime, the main guy, is like I don't really actually understand the whole lore aspect. It's kind of weird, but essentially, it's this group of kids, I guess, and it's like a continuous loop, um, different timelines, um, and each one is kind of like slightly different from the other. So certain actions that the MC, I've forgotten his name, but certain actions that he takes or doesn't take like influence the timeline, I guess, in certain events. It essentially always starts off the same way. And it's not like the MC knows everything that happens. I really recommend you just watch anime. I'm not really good at explaining. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. I pressed the wrong thing. I wonder what she's apologizing for. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It's been a while since I last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I'd lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. Blue skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads. The melodious cacophony of the crosswalk. This guy sure does have a way of words. Even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of the locusts and the babbling of brooks. And the cry of the Higurashi. That's the name of the game. The evening cicadas. This is a lot of reading. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of serenity. There is nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints, there aren't even any vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even that's okay, who cares? I don't know, this information isn't really important. I guess he's gonna move into like a village. Wait, I already know he's moving to a village. What the hell? Should I act like I haven't played this before? And I haven't watched anime, man. I haven't played this before. Let me just make that clear. But I have watched anime. Or maybe I have played before in a past life. The nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour bike road. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. That's how I'm thinking. It is different from an anime though. Like I don't remember this entire dialogue. I don't know what to do. Very young. So I only remember like well, the memory of things. Like certain scenes I definitely remember. And I understand the basic gist. Let me just read. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. So just read my life to very moment. I lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlor. It's not that uncommon, isn't it? I should have gone at least once. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that though, and that's how it works. Somebody is still apologizing. Who was she apologizing to? She's apologized so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much, unless they did something really bad. I feel like apologies is kind of stupid though. I feel like they're just pointless. You either fix the problem, or you leave it, or don't cause a problem in the first place. Depends on how much you actually feel like regret for what you did. Because apologies are like, you can just say you're sorry. I don't know why people make a big deal about it. You have to say it or you don't. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. That is false. There's no. Okay. I mean, he finished with the absolute facts, and everything else was just false. She's still apologizing even now. Then, has she really done something that can't be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. That's all the reason more not to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. That's true. I literally just said that. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to. Why didn't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Keiichi, we're almost up. Wake up. I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding. It seemed the train had reached its final stop. He spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. Yeah, so this village place thing is really, really separated from one society. Is that bad though? I feel like villages could be cool, but I feel like if I went to the entire thing or live somewhere, it would be like in the countryside. Obviously you'd have to like have farm skills because you'd be separated from the comforts from the modern world. Probably pick up skills like you'd have to learn skills like farming, maybe a little bit of fishing and hunting, so you can collect some food. I mean, a lot of like colleges have like basic like physics and all that, so you could still do that. But it depends on how far you want to go. I feel like colleges are expensive. I haven't really looked into it too much. I just think I like the idea of it. But then again, if you don't, no, it could be nice. It could be very nice, especially if you've lived in the city your whole life. Even the countryside is like a breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air. That's why people like to go to the beach, right? Because it's well, I don't know. Maybe if you live near a beach, it's just another beach. But if you don't live near a beach, it's like really great. Yeah, beaches are cool. We spent hours riding through River River. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window, the city. I can't breathe. Myself. It was hard to believe that the landscape. Am I almost honestly? No, I can't. I don't focus. I don't focus. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond this window and the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, that we're even from the same area. From there, we take a car deep into the mountains. There, where I live now, Hinamizawa. Hinamizawa. Higurashi when we try. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid fact, so it's cold. Cold air. Breeze. Although in exchange you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. I could never do that in the city. Looking up from the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. That's actually true. Air does feel different when you go to like different countries or um, different places. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. This music goes crazy. I love songs like this. Let me just listen to the. Kind of reminds me of. I don't know what it reminds me of, but it just makes me feel nostalgic and a little bit sad. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. It's probably. I don't know. It reminds me of like. It reminds me of like animes, slice of life animes. Slice of life anime is always gonna be sad anyway. It'll be depressed. Um, it's mainly because of it's always like when you're so invested in a series, and then you're on the 11th episode, and there's only one more episode left. It's just like, dang. And then you hit with the final end credits. That's probably why I'm scared to start anime. I'm scared to experience that feeling again. Like, anyway, my mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He was probably out working until the morning, early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. That's cool. It's such a laid-back profession. Get it when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. And paintings really just work when they want. And I guess some do. But I thought it'd be like a bit more structured, like you'd have like a client who'd ask you to paint certain images, and then you'd paint them. I'm not an artist, I wouldn't know. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about it. You know? It was just because it looked easy. I'd never tell him that way. Well, there's nothing wrong going for it because it looks easy. That's if you're interested in the easy stuff, right? But I'd even be embarrassed to say that. My mum laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. Oh my gosh. And here I am having breakfast, just like I don't even eat breakfast. Well, if I do, it's nothing as varied and tasty as seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. I can imagine how that looks, especially since it's Japanese food. My mum was such a good cook; it was scary. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. The breakfast of all breakfasts. Is he gonna do the whole trope thing where he like only eats a slice of toast when he's got a whole table laid out with like the best food in the entire world? I've always been such a stupid trope with movies. I can't think of a specific movie. I thought of Home Alone for some reason, but I don't remember seeing like that happening. Maybe I don't know. I saw the kid who played the guy in Home Alone. The kid in Home Alone played another movie. It was like Biggie Pan. Like he's super rich and something. I keep getting distracted. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. Seemed like she was in a good mood today. I'm so happy you've been waking up early since we moved here, Kitchen. If I don't wake up early, I won't have to eat breakfast. I won't have time to eat breakfast. I've always been cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. I mean, that's just facts. If you don't wake up early, you won't have breakfast. Full bowl of rice, or will half be enough? Full. Pile it on. First, I saved steaming hot rice with the seaweed. Seaweed and rice, I've never had that before. I've had crispy seaweed. After that, I covered it with egg. Bit in between bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mum gave me a warm smile. I'm so happy I haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Kitchen. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Holy, relatable, but I would never go back. That is not, I don't know, it causes you a lot of hassle. Walk out on the breakfast Mum had made me each morning. That was probably the only way I could test being forced to attend grammar school. I guess that was what you called my rebellious phase. How old is Kitchi? He's like 16, so... No, I think he's 15. No, they're all pretty young. All of them are very young. All the characters. I wouldn't so much as look at her breakfast. She woke up early every day to me. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. Mindful of the time, Mum rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with Rina-chan? Hurry, hurry. Mum really seemed to be enjoying the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Rena is one of my classmates. She really loves looking after people who come to meet me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But, well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Rena wait there for me every morning? Rena's like the original Sayuri from Doki Doki Literature Club. Taking one last cup of miso soup at restaurant door. Soup is actually underrated. Soup is very underrated. Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles. Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? They were fresh, homegrown. If I'd known that, I would have saved them a bit more. Why? I guess they'd be more fresh. But is there a crazy distinction in terms of taste from fresh pickles to frozen pickles? I feel like pickles are just pickles. I'm not really a pickle connoisseur. Keiichi-kun. Ohayou gozaimasu. Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. You're always so early. You should try sleeping in sometime. If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. She's so conscientious and such a good person. Yeah, she's great. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Keiichi-kun, you're so cold. I wait for you all the time. I will leave you in the dust, without looking back. Why are you so mean? Why? Rena had a slightly troubled look on her face. Talking with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding, I'd wait for you. Like the seasons of the show. The joke made so much more sense in my head. I was like thinking about it. But when I just say it out loud, it didn't make any sense. So I'm waiting. With those words, Rena seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red. Ah, arigato gozaimasu. I'd wait forever until you came with that. No matter how long. Forever. Rena turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone with this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Rena? Huh? Ah, I haven't. Never read any before. From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but too embarrassed to actually buy one. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from Mum. She says thanks to the pickles. Oh, it was nothing. You're welcome. How are they? How were they? Not too salty? They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor. It would have been fine to be just honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. I'd like to ask you something before that. Were you the one who picked with them, Rena? Or was it your mom? Huh? Huh? Why do you ask? Why? Were they too salty? Why would you panic from that? It's just like a simple question, isn't it? I guess it's meant to be a demonstration of her personality. But why would you panic from that? Was it you, Rena, or was it your mom? I don't know, maybe he wants to know, maybe Keiichi wants to know who he can thank for the pickles. Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. That's stupid. She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. To pickle the pickles. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. It's just part of his nature. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. Yeah, just attacking those and doing that for no reason. For entertainment, so there is a reason. Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response. It was me. Delicious. Oishii. Huh? Pretty good, just like the last ones. They weren't perfect with rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It was truly a lot of fun to tease her. I pray Irina never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife. Keep at it, Irina. I trained you until you handle it like the average person. Well, so I decided for myself. Let's go. If we keep me and racing, we'll never hit the end of it. Seeing as she just kept spacing out otherwise, I pulled Rena back to reality so we could make our way to school. It's strange, the easily flustered girl is Rena Ryuki. I've only known her for about a month, but I come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. This game's got crazy BGMs. Mean-chan, good morning. Coming up to the next this point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Ah, finally, we're late. Usually you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Reno, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. But what's worse, she's our senior and head of the class. Morning, Rena. It's been a while, Keiichi-san. How many years? I was only off for 2 days. Aha. You don't say. You were so much treated back then. Me and Gay started on my chest and dropped straight down, but it's only pointed to my legs. Okay. She was saying that my crotch was cute back then. Before you watch, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it to her. I've grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. He just got to get through lines. Not only is he bigger, but he's a little moustache now. Being so engulfed of energy every morning is quite a problem, bro. I'll introduce you next. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. Don't say next time. Right now it's just fine. How about letting the little guy get a fresh morning out? I never ever heard talk spoke there, so you can smell it fouling up the morning air before. Me on shoulders act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. As my hand reached my fly, I immediately entered ramble in near panic. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Red faced and flustered, Rena tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. How innocent this man. I wasn't. Steam says again. Mion switched gears, dropping the dice off and changing the topic to something more befitting of a pleasant morning. I'm probably gonna keep these videos short. I'm not sure how short. Or maybe I'll just take like breaks in between. Because if I read it too long, I might just end up dropping it. Like I did with Taiwan Love Story. But I like it so far. It's fun. It's cool. Different from normal games I play. And plus it's from an anime I liked. And I still like it. I haven't rewatched it though. Yeah, because honestly, after a while, it's just like, I had to question while I was really watching it because it's just random, just basically random cool stuff, like just people fighting, people dying, exams. So like, it wasn't crazy, but I was bad. Well, I keep saying I like it, but I was about to criticize it very heavily. I had to catch myself. I only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked for? You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have any time to look around at toy stores. Yeah, you probably did, Kichi. It only takes like 10 minutes. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different. It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all. Is this about games again, Mi-chan? Mia nodded proudly as Rena giggled. Well, I'm back. Sorry, I reached for my bottle and I drank from it, but instead of water, it turns out it's full of piss. So I had to wash it, but now it's full of water though, so I can drink from it. See? Refreshing. Oh my goodness, was that a joke or was that real? We'll never know. Is this about? I'm starting to get bored. I know, I might leave it here. Try quick save. Nah, I might as well finish the final chapter. Is this about the game again, Michan? Me and Lord proudly is gonna go. Yep, I wanted to cage and bring back a Westport Castle Museum. Like, Westport was short for Western and Porter Games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty unique. You can just get them to send you. Excuse me? You can just get them to send. Well, you can just. Oh my gosh. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, I guess I have to know. I guess I have to now. I'm going to get another game full of hot action. This sounds like a game that's easy to understand. Rina's a board and card game enthusiast. Uno and Chactus. And I hear she's played quite a lot of different ones. I was already, no, I played Monopoly. I've played, I forgot what the game's called, it's like, you have like superheroes, they have their stats, and you like, I forgot what it's called, I haven't played those forever. Magic Attacks? I don't call them Magic Attacks, it's like, it's more superhero based, more the ones the deck I play is superhero based. Oh, there's also a horror version as well. Maybe when I'm editing the video, I'll put pictures in. Or maybe I won't. If there's a game you think I'd understand, then we'll play it too. Yeah, of course. If K-Chan is up for it, I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games, I don't tend to lose. Whoa! Ben, we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Rena looked back and forth between me and Neil. Ming gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Rena laughed happily. What, play board games? Damn, what a weird statement. Rena laughed happily. From such I play with girls. From such a friendly conversation, I don't know, it doesn't really matter the gender of her friends. I don't think, honestly, I don't think about it. I think it's such a brain dead thing. Brain dead, I guess you could relate more to like male guys. If you're a male, I guess you could relate more females if you're a female. But I think it's all the same garbage either way, to be honest. I feel like as long as you're just doing something both like, it doesn't really matter. Like, if you're a guy, and you have a female friend, and both of you like fishing, you're usually fishing together. You don't think gender kind of blurs out. That's just Misha. It's not my type of video. It's not my type of video. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I'd moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student feel like me feel at home. That's very nice of them. I have to try hard to fit in, so they won't feel like they have to try to make me feel welcome. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it would probably be right for this place. Yeah, that's a good point. Especially if you move to a new area. And, well, the place they're in right now is like, there's probably only a few people their age. Oh, there is only a few people their age, actually. I think Rena and Neil are the only kids, nope, and my own sister. I mean, the only kids around the same age as Kate, which is insane to think about. I mean, no, it's not insane, especially if the village is small. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually, oh yeah, I definitely would probably need to I think you need to change your whole personality. I guess you could. I mean, different settings probably bring out different parts of someone's personality. Like if you're from city, and you're used to interacting with a lot of people, not deeply, but you know, you're going to be seeing a lot of people if you live in the state. Let's just say about. And then you move to a country where everyone was a bit more, uh, like moving from America, maybe moving from Texas to California. Random parts of America I just thought about. I don't know how different they actually are, to be honest. I don't know, whenever I think of Texas, I think of Cowboys for some reason. Texas State. But Texas, no, it is different because Texans are very distinguished from California. So you have a Texas accent. You have different American accents, and American accent isn't the same. Like, there's not a genuine American accent. It's kind of different. If you're from Baltimore, you have a Baltimore accent. I guess from New York, you have a New York accent. From Texas, you have a Texas accent. Etc. etc. I actually know all the states of America. I only know I guess the big ones. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Then again, honestly, does it even matter? It doesn't even matter. I'll probably chill out during the hard bits, but so far the pace is slow anyway. I may as well talk freely. After all, this is an interactive novel where I'm speaking words, so those words will trigger concepts in my brain, which I'll either delve into or I won't. Hinamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. Let's discuss them. Imagine having to share a classroom with 5-year-olds. It'd be chaos, and there's one teacher as well. Wow, I guess it's only three 5-year-olds. So it's a challenging experience, I feel like, for the students, for the older students especially. But that's just life. That's just how it goes sometimes. I'm told that longer there used to be a bigger school building, and I had actual separate classes once upon a time. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it's stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans that's true. Humans do with that pretty quickly. That's why sometimes you gotta remind yourself. I don't know. So yeah, when I used to live in like a small flat, and then I moved to, well, I guess a bigger place, like a house, and then I moved back to a small place. And honestly, during that time, it's true, you do adapt to the environment you're in. Because I've always been I'm very alright with just being on my own, to be honest. Like, I usually don't interact with people unless I'm in, like, public space, and I guess I have to. Usually when I'm on my own, I'm just like, I wouldn't actively go out searching for people, if you know what I mean. I'd rather be in my room playing games or reading books, or in the gym doing boxing. But yeah, it's true, you do adapt to the environment. Because I guess when I'm in the gym boxing, I guess I'm different to how I am when I'm on my own. I wouldn't say I'm a completely different person or anything like that, but I guess I make a bit more of an effort to be social. And I don't even think my social skills are that bad. And I'm surprised at that, because I mean, the times where I've gone a good few months interacting with like 1 or 2 people, and that's rarely. And when I think about like having friends and stuff, well, because when I was a kid, I used to be very, very, very social. Like I'd be talking to everyone. And then I moved schools, and it's kind of just like, what's the point? Like, I really made friends. I really had like friendship, childhood experience, like best friends I thought would be my friends for life. So it's kind of like, what's the point? I mean, if those friends didn't last forever, then why would these other friends last forever? Right? That was kind of my thought process. It's kind of how I am now, actually. But the difference was back then was like, I still made an effort to like make friends and stuff like that. Like, I had a smaller group of friends, but I still had like people that I chill out with. And then now, honestly, there isn't actually anyone who I consider my friend. I guess that's depressing. I guess it sounds depressing, but to be honest, it's not. It's not that depressing. It's not really anything. Um, I kind of just lately just been like trying to avoid like anything that's not related to like what I'm actually trying to do with like my long-term plans. And to be honest, the stuff I want to do is like, to be honest, I just want to get a good job and like earn money, but have a place to live, my own place obviously, maybe a car, and that's it. To be honest, there really isn't anything else I really want to do. Oh, that's a lie. I want to do YouTube stuff as well, and my boxing stuff a lot as well. But those are things I can do pretty much anywhere to an extent. And they're more passion, they're more side hobbies, really, rather than like my big number one goal. Well, no, it's all collective. I don't really have a big number one goal. I think there's some goals I prioritize more than others. But I'm talking about the stuff that's completely unrelated to this game. I might just end it here. I think my focus is it's completely gone. I'll finish the lines off. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the moment. We're such a lovely mood, it felt like a kindergarten. Felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that was a bad thing. Mion had been walking in front of us up until an event, suddenly let me take the lead. Right in front of the classroom door. I was meant to slide the door open and enter before it burst. Hell, too bad I was able to fall for that again. To think you'd given up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mian chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face. Well, what is it, you guys? Mian-chan doesn't know. Step back, Mina. It's dangerous. She's here. Huh? Then, Sato-chan, is it? Sato-chan is... That's right, Mina-chan. Our arch nemesis, Satoko Oju. She was disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. By the obvious trap, a black border racer waved in the door. It's too obvious, Satoko. All your laugh came from behind the door, beyond the door. Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess that means you win this round. No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. Oh my god, this plot's so heavy and layered. It's almost as good as Death Note. Almost as good as the rivalry between Red and L. I know we'll let my guard down, so Satoko likes to combine a variety of chapters. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of words. Sure is a lot of words. And I will not be reading any of them. As well as being clever, but almost never miss her. When you least suspect it, she strikes. No, I should definitely leave her. I do not want to have to... I don't want to drop this. I actually don't. I actually want the princess. So I'm actually going to end the video here before I lose focus. Fun game though, 100%. Definitely will play the game. Fingers crossed. Anyway, that's the end of the video.